My name is Desiree Vincent, and this is my story. I joined the military September 2003, and I left June 2018 after making my highest rank of E6 Tech Sergeant in the United States Air Force and serving 14 years, 8 months, and 16 days. No, I did not earn a retirement. I took a separation. And my decision was definitely something that was hard and challenging for me to make. I had every dream of being a chief, but my path and my career took me in different directions, and some that I did not have any foresight on the way that it would turn out. One of those being the last major decision that I had to make in the military. It was a conversation that I had with one of the leaders that was in my command, that if I took a deployment, they would approve my application for BOP that was already submitted. That was challenging. Knowing the system and how it works, it was definitely a challenge to know that the game of hardball was one that I was going to have to play. But ultimately, we have decisions to make. I didn't bring 3 beautiful children into this world to always put them last. And so for that, I had to make a decision. And my decision was to put my children and my family first. And I decided to separate from the military. At first, this decision to get out of the military was so exciting. It was so liberating. It was, oh my goodness. It was joyful. But there's a period that happens during that time that I think a lot of my friends have gone through, where we settle in with the idea that we're no longer in the military. We're no longer going to staff meetings. We're no longer going to squadron picnics and change of commands or promotion ceremonies, checking the list to see who made it. We're no longer a part of the camaraderie that we experienced when we were in the military. We're not seeing the same people every day. Our worlds change and they go upside down, because now we're a civilian. And now we no longer wear sage green, but now we wear jeans and t-shirts, and people don't know who we are. And we're just there. And I felt many times after I left the military that I was like the person that's standing still and the world is moving around me. And I didn't know how to step into that world and make it plain for me. I didn't know how to step into that world and make it mirror what I had been living through for the last 14 years. And it became scary. It went from being joyful to scary, and gave anxiety and depression and loneliness, even though I wouldn't change my decision for the world. So the joy that comes out of this is that I know that I went through a roller coaster of emotions. And going through that roller coaster of emotions came with it some extreme highs of just joy, bliss, excitement, love, encouragement, endurance, being able to be there with my children, go on field trips and not have to worry if I had to be back in time for a meeting, or if I had to evaluate on someone, evaluate a task, or put away a piece of property. Those were exciting moments. And then I had my lows, where I had to face myself in the mirror and tell myself that I love her, that I love Desi for who she is. and that it was okay to grieve that I wasn't in the military anymore. I had to deal with the loneliness that I felt, and I had to learn how to communicate what I didn't know how to say. It was a challenge, but I came through. I came through the depression. I came through the journey. Today marks 1 year. When you go through TAPS and you go through your transition, there's so many people who come to you and are like, what are you gonna do next? And the only thing that I could say was, I'm gonna be a Mary Kay consultant. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be a Mary Kay consultant. I'm gonna become a director, and I'm going to change the world. I'm doing all the things I couldn't do when I was in the military. And I have to say, a year later, that I think about those conversations that you have, and it's conversations out of concern and out of love and out of mentors that just want to see the best for you. And I have to say that for anyone that is thinking that, oh my gosh, I don't know what's gonna happen if I make this decision, it's okay. It's okay to not know everything. There's some pretty good programs out here to help us out when we don't know what the next step is that we want to do. My close family understands why this is so important because of the year that I had, that I can make this video and I can say that I made it through my first year. No, it wasn't easy, but I made it through my first year. I'm still me, and I fall in love with her every day. I love what I did in the military. I loved it with a passion. I loved the people. I love mentoring. I love watching this seed that you plant in a person and watching it blossom into being something so awesome and so amazing. And as much as I love it, I can say that I am loving this new life that is not something that I can say has already been done for me. It's something that I get to say that each day is a brand new day, and each day is going to bring something different with it, and that me and my family get to navigate through it together. Even if you're not getting out of the military, but you're troubled by a decision you have to make where is it going to be right for your career? Remember that you have to do what's right for your life. Your career is going to be there. Your destiny is already written for you. However the path is going to be, that's already written. Just understand that making the best decision for your life is where it's at. I just want to encourage you to know that it's okay. We make it through, and deuce.